Hello there, everybody. Right, my name is Aaron Patrick. I am a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, head of accounts at Boffix, and also a podcast host, Ask the Accountant, which goes live on a Monday at 8:30 and around the globe on a podcast choice services of your choice on a Wednesday. So do keep an eye out for that one. And actually, it's on the Ask the Accountant that we'll be talking in more detail about translucent and what translucent can do for you. So, what is this impromptu video all about? Well, if I just share screens, you will see that I was lucky enough to have an email. And on this email, I'll try and zoom in as best I possibly can here. It's not perfect, but it will do. But on this email, it's talking about the fact that I have got the opportunity to, well, first of all, thank you for your patience. But multi-entry the company called Translucent, which is a multi-entity tool. And the reason we're excited about Translucent is the fact that for our clients, there's a handful of clients I think this is going to be really useful for. But actually, for our practice, this is going to be brilliant. We've got a group structure in our practice, multiple different entities, and we think this software might be the perfect solution we need to be able to combine those solutions together, all those entities together, to give us one true source. And basically, it's saying here it's a multi-entry. It has Xero, QBO, Datex, Sage, and Penny Lane. It says, thank you for your patience. App number one search is now available. Have all your multi-entry data in one place. Search across all your entries data at once. Search every field, wherever it's a vendor name, an invoice number, or a line item in your invoice. Now, that will be really powerful. We have a solution or a situation in our firm, in our practice, where we could have a customer that kind of emails into our main email, and they may be talking about some sort of service they've got with us. And unless that person who's actually dealing with the inquiry is clued up on the whole of the group, sometimes it can be quite difficult to know what part of the group they relate to. We have different CRM solutions throughout the group, so we don't have really that one true source of every customer within the group. This could be that one true source for us. At least this way, this could be that first way of quickly finding out and going in. It does say waiting for one of our other apps. What's coming soon? Group reporting will be arriving in Q2 23. So make sure to subscribe to the channel because we'll do a very similar video to this when that is live. Live Sheets is Q2 23, and Buy Analytics, and that'll be really exciting when it Buy Analytics, Q4 23. And to be fair, the live sheet, I mean, we already use a third-party solution to kind of create live sheets, create data points that our stakeholders can use. But the idea that this is all going to be driven by the same piece of software hopefully means we can have a bit more reliability on it. The solution we have at the moment works, but it can be a bit janky from times. Sometimes the connections can fall away. Sometimes it's not updated for the right period, and we're kind of comparing different periods. It's very much a case that when it works brilliantly, but we're in a position where we have to maintain that data, make sure that it's actually coming out in the right answers. With the idea of this could be very much a case that it just works. And I like that idea. I like the fact that we can have a solution that just works. All right, get started then. Let me just copy link and get myself set up over here with a new tab. Bring the new tab over, copy the link, and let's go straight in. Right, log in to Translucent. Now, straight away, though, it's continuing with Xero and Google. Now, I do have a Xero account, so I can get myself into that, but I hope this is also going to be able to connect to us via QuickBooks as well. But I think for now, actually, what I'll do is I'll just jump on a different profile, put it into here, and I'll connect it by this Google, because I think this one being my what do you call it on there? That's fine. I can go in on there. Happy to connect it. This is my ringing account. Name your workspace. Well, it's got to be Boffix, isn't it? So let's get Boffix. That'll be my URL. So just all right, so I've got my Boffix in there. Let me just zoom in a little bit to make things easier. So we've got this one here. Press continue. Connect an entity. Get up and running by connecting your data to your workspace. You can connect more later. So let's connect one now. So here's the options you have: Xero, Exact, NetSuite, Penny Lane, MYOB, Zoho, Sage, Date V. I must admit, I've never heard of Date V before, so that's completely new to me. I wonder if that's more of an American one, but we can always look into it later. The one we're interested in. Oh, sorry, this feature is not yet available. Thanks for your interest. So that kind of thing is that one. Let's see, though, and I'm just going to pull this over to another screen. Let's see from a Xero point of view what options we can bring in. Okay, so we're connecting the QuickBooks chat now. So hopefully, fingers crossed. So here we go, connecting the QuickBooks chat. So here we go, one connection. Data from your QuickBooks chat is syncing. So let's see how this comes through. So at the moment, it's not quite connected. Coming soon, as you can see, the search functionality is open, the group reporting, the buy analytics, the live sheet, and financial close is there. But we don't have option just yet for any of the other ones. Let's have a play around with them. So users, what have we got in users? We have the opportunity to see which admin members are there and what their roles are as well. So let's have a look at what roles we have. So AP, AR, and journals are your options. Close amount saving. So that's when you can see the record types. Okay. Entities wise, this is where I probably can connect to data. Has finished and connect another one. Okay, so it's all synced up. Now, I'll be completely honest, I'm not 100% sure what data is on this one. This is a QuickBooks Chat is a demo account. So let's have a quick look. All right, welcome back. As you can see now, we have two accounts connected. I'm still syncing the first one, or the second one, should I say, and estimate completion in 4 minutes. So we'll come back to that in a moment. But the QuickBooks Chat, interestingly, is a Xero Go account. So, you know, that's the smallest of all the tiniest version of QuickBooks actually available. If I was to just bring up Xero here, and just quickly bring in the account here. Here's the QuickBooks Chat. What accounting information have we got in that? I don't think we've got much in here, if I'm honest. I remember just kind of adding a little bit of data when I was playing around with it back in the day. But if I just quickly I don't know, let's throw in a trial balance. So we've got 1x sales in there for £1. Xero Go transactions is the bank account that's there. It's not actually a bank account. And general expenses, we've got some overhead costs. I just don't know if it's going to be able to search for anything. Yo Sushi. Let's see if it can find Yo Sushi then in the search for connector. Now, Buffett's account is also synced now. So that entity's going. There's going to be a lot more data and we can check. But let's use this for search functionality then. So it's brought all of this Buffett's accountancy stuff in. Has it been able to find anything to do? Everything seems to be Buffett's accountancy related. Nothing seems to be anything to do with any of us. Okay. Now, am I able to add something in here and just make this work? So let's add in a bill from Sushi. There's definitely a supply there. So account. Right. So if I type the word, and let's just put it to transactions, and I put the Yo in. Sushi. Oh, okay. Now it's brought this in. Yo Sushi's come in 3 times, 4 times. It's brought in. So it's brought in the bank element of it and also the transaction itself. Both of them are the right £58.40. Both of these are £100. So I can find them at any point if I just want to go into this one. Oh, it didn't give me access to see Xero on that one. What about this one? Open Xero. So if it's an invoice, a bill, then you have the opportunity to open it up. I like the fact it's also switching between those accounts. Pretty quite clever. I don't think you're going to get that option within QuickBooks API connection. I don't think we're going to get that. But from a Xero point of view, it knows that this is a purchase invoice within the correct one. So it's gone to this case to QuickBooks Chat. Happy, doesn't care one bit. But if I went to this Your VPA one and open this one, which is under the Boffix brand, then it's opened that up quite nicely for me. So actually, it's flying through finding these transactions. And this is the bit where I think this can be really powerful, because all you need to do is put one search factor in here. It's going to look at all your entities and bring back, and it's going back really far, like 2015. This dummy data has been in here since. What other options we got? So we can add users. When we invite the users, we can have admin. They can see all records and accounts, can invite other users, including further admins. New role, find which records and accounts they can see, cannot invite other users. And then when it comes to roles, you can define if they are able to see AP, AR, or journals from Boffix County or the QuickBooks Chat in this case. And you can have those two options there. So, all right, first look, not so bad. The data's definitely syncing nicely. I like the layout. We have the option to do sort ascending. We can put some filters in place. So maybe I just want to see my sales invoices. Maybe I want a date range as well. Maybe I only want last month. It's not going to be anything in there because I don't think I've used it in the last month. We can't find anything that matches your criteria. You might need to remove some filters. Interesting though, once I've done that, I have no option or any way of removing those filters. I assume I just kind of, refresh it almost. I can say that I only want it to be wages payable, for example, and I just want, that's all I want going through there. It's pretty straightforward really as to what information can be brought in. And there we have it. So first look at Translucent with the search capability all enabled. So far I like it. I mean, really straightforward, as you can see, to add entities. It's only 0 for now. It'd be interesting to see. I think the power of this is when there's going to be different entities going over different solutions. So if one of your entities in 0, the other one's in QuickBooks, the other one's in Sage, that's when we're going to see the biggest difference between the two. And it'd be really interesting just to see QuickBooks added to this as a search functionality. I don't think it's going to like as much the idea of just jumping straight into that transaction. What you'll find with QuickBooks is if you're already signed into company X, for example, and you try and look at something for Y, then what tends to happen is the UI or the API will then start looking in the wrong company. It won't switch over to whatever that company is going to be. I'll be interested if they've got a way around that, because that would be very, very, very impressive if that's the case. So I think it's a wait and see to what's actually. But what it is so far, it's really seems to be clever, seems to work quite well. It seems to be a nice, easy way of just adding that data in there, and search facility is up and running. When you look at the people who are behind the design of this solution, it definitely isn't a surprise that 0 is the first one that's been connected. So yeah, it'll be just very interesting to see when the others get connected. Out of curiosity, if I was to try and connect a new entity now, which ones are working? 0's working. QuickBooks isn't. DATV isn't. Zoho isn't. Mobi isn't. Penny Lane's not. Sage's not. Extract's not. And NetSuite. So it's 0 only at this point in time. All right, and that's it. That is a first look at Translucent. If this is interesting to you, make sure you drop a subscribe on the channel. Maybe give us a like, because we'll definitely be looking at this in more detail when more features come along. Because we're really excited about what Translucent can do for the industry, and we want to be making sure we're looking at it as soon as possible. My name has been Patrick. As always, this video has been an absolute pleasure to do for you. Let me know what you think about this particular type of video in the comments below. Do you prefer it to be quick and snappy like this, or should we just maintain to our more quote-unquote produced version of the multi-camera setup and all that sort of stuff? Who knows? This might be just a quick and easy way for me to get more content out there if people are liking this way. If not, though, I will see you all soon. Don't forget, Ask the Accountant every single Monday at 8:30 a.m. and we go live, or listen to it on a podcast service of your choice on a Wednesday. My name has been Patrick. This video has been a pleasure, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.